Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the Melkelen brand. This is their 48-inch ceiling fan with LED lights. And I'm showing the box. This is where it was delivered, and it had a bigger box around it so that you're going to get it totally protected. And if you look on the right side of the box right there, you can see it has an energy guide rating, and that's important. It tells you how little bit this will run. $6 a year, and it also shows the airflow of 26 to 85 cubic feet per minute, which is really high for this size of a fan. So we're going to open up this box and take a look at what's inside here. So everything's safely packed. There's a foam piece. There's a foam piece in the front that had the blades, the remote, the receiver, two different connecting rods, instruction manual, and blades. And you can see back here it's got the motor and the LED light. We're going to take that out now, but it's all safely packed. So here's everything out of the package. And you got the instruction booklet, you got the LED array that's inside this nice plastic diffuser. You got the remote with a hole so you can mount it on the wall. You got the motor itself that has the rotation and the bushings and the screws for the blades. This is the connection to the light, and you have all the connections that are going to be going into the motor and the light. You have this piece right here, which is going to be used to hold this light in place. You see that this goes in like that and allows that angle, that 10-degree angle. You have a choice of two different lengths right here. You can replace that rod with this rod right here. You've got the receiver. This is the antenna that picks up the signal. This is the simple wiring. You got the hot and the neutral, and you have the outputs, which are going to go to the motor and the light. We're going to show that, and a nice package of hardware for mounting everything, which is included in here. And these nice covers, which are going to cover up the mechanical stuff so you don't see it, which is nice. So let's take a look at some of the unique things about this. This can be used indoor or outdoor. It's a beautiful matte finish, as you could tell. It's not a gloss, it looks really nice. These pieces feel like they're aluminum and steel combination. This is Energy Star rated, as I mentioned, only $6 a year. Based on 6.4 hours a day use, so at 12 cents per kilowatt hour. This will move 26 to 85 cubic feet per minute, which is really good. It'll work up to a room that's 12 by 18 inches in size. It's super quiet. They're rating it at 30 decibel, and it can be mounted up to a 10-degree slope. So this piece goes in here. Normally you're going to mount it 0 degrees. You could have a 10-degree slope, and you can see what that allows you to do is have the fan on a slope. This produces 2200 lumens, this light array right here. And we can open this up, turn it counterclockwise, and there is the whole light array inside here with the electronics. And this is going to allow it to be dispersed with this nice diffuser. Also looks really nice. And you have a choice of a 3000, 4000, or 6000 K color temperature. You have a timing control in here, 2, 4, and 8 hours. And you could use this in your living room, bedroom, kitchen. Some people are using it on their porches where it's kind of outside under their porch. And you have a choice of forward and reverse on the fan, which is great so that you can use it in the winter and the summer. The diameter of this is 52 inches. The height is 19 or 23 inches, depending on which rod you use. Packed in there was 3 beautiful blades. Tells you which side goes up. And these are really nice because they're totally composite, kind of what's on experimental aircraft, which is nice. So they're going to be very rigid with that angle in there, and they're going to be really efficient. And another thing that's really nice about it like this is that it's going to be really easy to clean. If they collect any dust at all, it's going to come off really easy because there's no texture to them, but it's really smooth. And they look really nice. They got that matte finish going on. The instructions talk about installing this piece. This is going to be the piece that's going to hold the fan up. So it's important that it's mounted properly. Your electrical box, this is going to be mounted into. Make sure that your box can support the weight of the fan. And to do that, you want to put this into a stud and then mount this onto that. And that way you know that it can hold the weight of the fan. So the first thing we're going to do, we removed the pin and I installed this piece right here, which covers that right there. And I installed the magnetic cover right here, which is this separate piece that comes off, and the ball joints right there. And then I have this piece ready where the receiver is going to go. So you want to do this before you run the wires through. Here I have the wires fed through, and I have them around that pin right there. Make sure you first unscrew these two screws so that that can fit inside there. And then the rod should be able to go inside there. Now we can line up with that hole right there. We can put the pin back in place. Make sure you reinstall that locking pin and you reinstall the two set screws on this before you continue moving forward. And that's how it should look. I've got the screws put back in there and the pin, lock pin right there, and it's tightened down. Now you can slide this piece over here and it's held in place with that rubber right there. Now we're going to install the receiver, and the flat side of the receiver goes up towards the ceiling when you do it. That white wire is the antenna. So you see there's 3 wires right here that are color coded. You want to take the red, push it in like that, and you connect the brown by pushing it in. Then we have the gray. You have to line these up a little bit by rotating the wires, and then they lock in place. Now you have this connection, and that goes only one way on here. It only fits one direction like that, and that's it. Now you've got the receiver, and now we're going to apply wiring right here, and you got your basic hot and neutral, and the ground wire will be a separate ground that's going to be connected to your electrical box. So I have the fan mounted, and for demonstration purposes I'm mounting it to the rafters in my basement studio. We haven't decided where we're going to put this in our home yet, but I wanted to demonstrate it. So I was able to fit that receiver in between the ball joint and the back, and tuck the wiring in and put the tighten the 2 screws that hold that round cover on there, and then put the magnetic cover on. So now the next thing is to install the fan blades on the bolts. Okay, so now I just tested it, and I have it spinning in one direction, making air. Now I'm going to install the LED light array next. Okay, now we have that installed. Now we're going to put that connector you see hanging there. We're going to plug it into the LED array. Now we're going to put the cover in, and it kind of goes and it rotates clockwise to hold it in place. So here it is installed now, and I have the remote right here. And I installed 2 AA batteries in there. So you have a light button right here, and that turns the light on and off. You have your timer, 2, 4, 8, fan direction right there. So I hit 1 right there. 1 is a slow speed, and what it's doing is blowing air down, and I can go all the way up to 6. And what it does is it ramps up the speed. You can hear it. Now there is a balancing kit inside the package, and they do tell you how you can use this kit to balance if you have any vibration. Now if we want to reverse the direction, we can hit this button here, and you hear that beep. Now what it's going to do, it should slow down, and it should go in the other direction now. Let's hit the 1, and now you see it's going in the direction for the winter time, and we can go to 6, which is the highest speed. And now what it's doing, it's drawing air up for the winter. And you hear it's nice and quiet. I haven't balanced the blades yet, but it's making a lot of wind and it's quiet. If you want to change the color of the light, you hit the light button and you could cycle through warm or white or a combination of both. So this fan, according to the manual, has a lifetime warranty from the manufacturer, Melkelen. So what do I think about this fan? It wasn't too hard to install. Putting the blades on is kind of hard because you're on a ladder. So make sure you have somebody helping you. It's a 2-person job. 48-inch fan works really well. It looks nice, it's very modern looking, and the remote is very simple to operate, and with that light function and be able to change all the different colors on the 3 different temperatures, and ability to be able to change the light direction. Really nice. Simple operation. You're going to like this product. Just take your time installing it. It took me about an hour and a half to install it, and I'm doing a video review at the same time. So I'm going to give this product a full 5-star rating. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're alerted to new video uploads. And if you thought this review was helpful, please hit the like button. There'll be an ordering link in the information section of this video review. When you order this product, please use that link to help support this channel. I hope this video review helped you with your buying decision. Thank you for watching.